Hey guys, it's Nikki. I wanted to do a quick reading vlog for what I've been reading this week. So stay tuned and let's see what we can get into. So I started yesterday listening to The Paper Princess. And you know what? I'm really surprised by this book. I wanted to read it kind of like when it first came out, or I guess when it first got really big. But I think I didn't because it's YA romance. And so I guess I kind of had like this idea in my head about like what YA romance was, or more specifically wasn't. And I mean, I love reading romance. Like, that's probably my favorite genre to read, but mostly like the adult variety. I don't know. Like, I've never really been too into YA romance, but I guess you could say like the extent of what I have read has been like Twilight. And so I started reading Paper Princess this week, listening because it was on the romance Audible package where, like, if you subscribe to the package, you can listen to all the romance audio books you want that are in the program. I have been so pleasantly surprised by this book. It is so good. I think I'm about like 32 chapters in, and there's like 35 chapters total. But I am just really digging this book. It's very steamy. I'm super surprised about that. I guess I just didn't think that there was that level of steam in books with essentially children as the main characters. Because I mean, let's face it, Ella is a 17-year-old child. So I mean, at this point in the game, I want to say like she's just turned 17 because she's, I guess, just starting her junior year of high school. I mean, she's still got a year to go, but I think Reed, which is like kind of the main character that she's like really crushing on, is 18, I'm guessing, because like he's the oldest brother and the one younger than him is Easton, and he is her age according to the book. So I'm guessing he's 18. So anyway, it's really steamy, and let's just say, like, I was listening to it on my way to a work meeting today. I had like about 45 minutes to an hour drive to get to this meeting, and so of course I popped in the audiobook as I'm on this long drive. And I think I had to like sit and give myself a minute before I went in because it was whoa. So anyway, so I'm really enjoying that. I heard that this book ends on a cliffhanger. I don't know what to expect for the next book. I definitely want to read the next book. I don't know how it's going to play out over like 5 books. I don't know how that's going to work out. So anyway, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm definitely going to be going on to the next book for sure. And I think that one is also available in the romance package. So that will definitely be happening. But it will not be happening in the month of February. And I'll tell you more about why here shortly. So the second book I've been reading, which is actually the first book I started reading, I think on Sunday maybe, is The Six of Crows. Why have I waited so long to start reading this book? Because, hello, it's freaking good. So, what I'm finding as I'm reading this book, which is really weird because I'm really enjoying it, like, I really like this story and I cannot wait to find out what happens next. But I haven't been able to just sit and read this book straight. And I don't know if that's because like the tension is high and the stakes are high and like I just need like a moment to process everything that's going on, or like I really don't know. I don't like, because I really am enjoying this book. But for the life of me, I cannot just sit and just read until I'm done. So I'm about 60% of the way through this book. I'm really hoping at some point it's gonna say why Kaz has such a soft spot for Inej, because he's like this really dark and really twisted and ruthless, badass, horrible person of a character. And like he just like doesn't give a shit. Like nobody wants to fuck with this guy. But for some reason, Inej is like his one, I don't know, redeeming humanity. I don't know. But anyway, I hope it reveals why. Or I don't know, like I hope it just gives me something that I can like sink my claws into on that. But I'm definitely going to have to read the second book in this one too. Definitely will not be February. Again, I will tell you why here shortly. P.S. Like, how cute are Jesper and Wylan? Yeah. So the third book that I've been reading this week that I've kind of been using as a sort of like palate cleanser for the Six of Crows has been Hold Me Today by Maria Lewis. And this is a brand new release. I think she just came out with it like last week or maybe like even this week. It's a contemporary romantic comedy, and it is a best friend's older brother trope. I think another theme is like the Bachelor theme. So the way that it starts out in the very first chapter is we have our hero, which is Nick Stamos, and he's this kind of Greek American. His family is Greek, but they live in Boston, I think. In fact, both of the characters are like Greek culture. But he is one of the two final contestants on this Bachelor show, and he's kind of at the point where like, hey, this has all been fun and great, but I'm sitting here looking at a wedding ring and I'm about to go out and have to propose to this bitch. So shit just got real. I'm gonna bounce. And so the producers are like, no, you're not going anywhere. Like, you're gonna go out there and take it like a man. And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna leave. And they're like, okay, all right, hang on. At least go out there and let her dump you and not you dump her. So he's like, okay, but you guys need to go out there and make sure that she knows that this is how it's gonna go down. And so he goes out there assuming that they tell her, and apparently maybe they didn't. And so he's like trying to give her subtle messages like, say no, tell me no, please dump me, or whatever. And she's like, huh? So it kind of cuts off at the end of that chapter. Like, we don't really know what happened. Like, did she dump him? Would she have even picked him to begin with? Like, we don't know. We're gonna move on. And so the second chapter starts off in Mina's point of view, and she's just been like totally swindled by a shady contractor, and she's out like most of her money to start up her own hair salon. And so she and Nick have known each other since they were young kids. Her best friend is his sister, and they all kind of grew up together, and she grew up having like a big crush on him. But she has been led to believe all this time that that was unrequited. And so it's kind of like she's going to have to eat crow to go to him and ask for his help. But I guess so far it's actually kind of refreshing because like she hasn't been pining away for him and just like not moved on and lived her life. Like she's dated and made a name for herself, is doing hair or whatever. And so now she's gonna have to go to him and ask for his help to do this contract work for her because she's been screwed over. So anyway, that's where we're at now. Like I said, I'm only like 3 or 4 chapters into it, and it's really good so far. Maria Lewis is really good at rom-com, like the banter, the flirty scenes and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to how it plays out. I know on Goodreads, like some of the people reviewed that they were really not digging the whole Bachelor thing, but I mean, I guess that part doesn't really bother me. I've not read any Bachelor-themed books. It's just not really a trope that I've been interested in. But, I mean, it's a Maria Lewis book, so I'm okay with whatever trope it is. So moving on. So the reason that I cannot add some of these books to my February TBR list is because I will be participating in the romance readathon that romancebooks.blog is hosting for the month of February. So, I mean, obviously February is the month of love. So, you know, we have Valentine's Day and all that. And so I have a whole month of February romance TBR, and I'm talking like 10 freaking books, y'all. So that is super ambitious for me. So they have like this bingo card that they're gonna do prizes and stuff, which I'm just doing it for the fun of it. So I was like, well, I'm not really gonna try to get a bingo. I'm just gonna pick out the tropes that I want to read and just do it that way. And so I was just going to pick out like a few, and I ended up picking like 10. So here we go. So anyway, I will link to the information on that readathon if anybody wants to join in and do that with me. And let me know if you are going to, what your TBR is going to be. I will do a video coming up here in the next week or so maybe about what my TBR will be. Be looking for that. I'm so super excited. I also went through my Goodreads TBR list today and I did like a major unhaul on that baby. I don't know how, I can't remember how many I started with, but I want to say it was like close to like 300-400 books on that TBR, and I got it down to, y'all, 131 books. I can't even like tell you because I've had so many books just cramming up that thing for like so long. Like I don't even remember adding some of those things. And so today I decided, you know what, I'm going to go through this thing. And so what I ended up doing is, for example, I've only read the first book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series so far, but I intend to read every single damn one of them because they're really good. So instead of having all 17 of them on my TBR, I have book number 2 because that's the next in line, and then I deleted all the rest of them, and then when I read book 2, then I'll add book 3, assuming that I want to continue in the series. I'll just keep up with it as I go. That way it's just cleaned up, and we'll see how that works. I mean, I feel like that's a good way to go about it. If you have a system for how you do your TBR list, I would freaking love to hear it. I mean, obviously I know that you can do like different shelves and stuff. I have a February 2019 TBR, and then like I think I have like a couple of other ones where I know that certain books I want to read that are coming out, like their release dates are in that month, I will add them to that month. But I don't categorize them with this genre or that genre or like whatever. I think I do have a DNF, but I only have like 2 books in it because I will be real honest, like if I don't totally love a book, I'm not going to finish reading it. I will talk about books I love and I will not talk about books I don't love. And so anyway, that is all I think I have to talk about right now. I did not do my normal in front of my bookshelf. It's still over there, I promise. This is my messy room. Now I'm gonna go listen to the remaining like 3 chapters of Paper Princess to finish that tonight, maybe. Be looking forward to a video on my February TBR and probably a January wrap up and probably a video going through my TBR on Goodreads. So I'm thinking like, tell me what you guys think in the comments about this, but I've seen like some of my favorite booktubers like do like a TBR jar or like something to that effect where like they'll put the names of the books on their TBR in like a jar and they'll draw like 1 or 2 out every month to read. Or I've also seen where they'll let their viewers vote on like which book should I read next or whatever. So y'all let me know how y'all do that or how you think I should do that, or maybe like give me some new ideas that I haven't thought about or haven't seen, because I really want to chip away at this TBR. Right now, every book on that TBR list is one that like I legit would want to pick up right now and start reading. So that's all for now. I will talk to you guys soon. Subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. That's all for now, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.